We're back. Well, we're gonna work on some of the body now. We finished the wing. Now it came with these things. 2 chunks of wood, 2 different lengths. So each one here has holes and a groove in one side. Wow. Tight fitting. You're gonna fit. There's a handy drill guy. Drill those holes out just a bit. Okay. Then we're gonna make these. They're gonna be nice and firm push rods for the elevator and the rudder. This is what we use. Get all these holes drilled a little bigger, just because the holes they drilled and the wire they give me stronger wire. That's okay. Having good, you don't want any flex. If I wouldn't have had these here, I would have used a tube and a push rod in the tube. So the tube supports the push rod. But these guys give this here set up. This is very secure. And I like this. I have this in my other ones. Okay. So we get that 2 in. Finally. Okay, so there's a hole. And each one of these will get a long rod and a short rod. Now, they don't show you on there the instructions, anything about making these. But I'm going to show you some of what I know how to make them. The ones I've made, they've never come apart or broke on me. So I think that'll be good. Oh, the hole still is just barely big enough. Holy. Okay. There, it's in there. One more. Then I'll get to work on attaching these. Okay, we got them all. Now, believe it or not, I'm going to use some thread. Yeah. Just ordinary thread. Let's add a loop here. And then slide it on. Okay, I'm going to start right back near the beginning. Slide this so that it's quite tight. It doesn't have to be super tight because we've got lots of little tricks here. So let's get that thread started there. And just okay. In a second, I'm just going to tack it on. There we go. We'll just tack that on there, the thread onto the wood. Okay? You see, I got a thread on there and just tacked it on. Okay, so now, got the rod down in place where it's got to go. And I'm going to start winding this thread on there, holding the rod down tight. Okay? Now you can go really neat and tidy, or you can just go back and forth a bit. Okay, now there's a few ways we can go about this. Get a little bit of thread on here. I mean, already we probably have enough thread. Okay, I'm going to go just a little more. You know, some people might think that they have to just go all neat and tidy, the whole distance and everything. Well, that's okay. Nothing wrong with that. But I don't think you have to. You see now, I'm just going to tack it all with just a little bit of CA glue. Okay? Finish the thread off. I'm going to cut it here. And there. There. We've made one end of this wooden metal push rod, and it's very secure, as you can see. And it's just thread and the wood. A little bit of CA glue to hold the thread in place. I mean, you could use epoxy, you could use shoe goop, you could use anything to hold it in place. I just happen to use CA glue because it's really fast. And I guess, you know, if you tied this better and tied it on, you wouldn't have to use any CA glue. But instead of wasting time of trying to tie a nice knot, I'm just going to tack this little knot I have on so that when I wind it, I don't have to worry about the knot slipping. But you could tie a nice knot there, then wind this whole thing and tie a nice knot at the end, and I'm pretty sure without any glue, and still have it very strong. Right? So here we go. I'm going to wind up this side. I know what. See, now you want to pull the thread kind of tight. Make sure that metal rod is down in its place. That's all there is to it. Just away we go. Okay, back just a bit, one more time, and tack it with some glue. This is just regular cotton thread, 100% cotton thread, black thread. And this is just normal thin CA glue. Oops. Make sure you don't stick it to the desk. Don't want to stick it to the desk. There. We'll cut this thread off. That one. We're going to cut this one off because there's too much of it there. But look. A little bit of thread and CA glue. We've got a really nice control rod for inside the airplane here. Then we'll do this one up the same way. The wires are in there nice. See, they cut a groove in the wood. I've had other kits where you've just had the wood and you had to drill your own holes and cut your own grooves in. This one came already with all these pieces cut for you, which is kind of nice. And there's a few things I still wonder here as I can't figure out how to do the landing gear. But we'll worry about that when we come to it. We're going to get this fuselage done. We've got the servo in the wing. We've got the servo in the wing. And we're going to put the two servos right here. 1, 2. In the fuselage. Now they call for 9-gram servos. I don't know, man. I'm using these Futaba S3003. They're quite inexpensive nylon gear servo, but they're a full-size servo, I think. I'm hoping this airplane's going to go really fast. So, if it's flying fast, we'll need powerful servos to move the control surfaces. So, I didn't listen to them when they said 9-gram. I even have some of those 14-gram steel gear ones, but I wouldn't use them. I'll use these.